Stuck That Way, written by Julie Kusma, as published on Coffee House Writers 2019, narrated by Alex Kusma. Wow, how'd you do that? The boy appeared to have eyes like saucers. You've got to control your energy, son. Just watch. His father's hand flashed back and forth from one material form to another. When you perfect your technique, you can do this. Whoa, your whole head changed. That's super cool. He twisted and scrunched his face in contorted expressions, but held the same shape of himself. The man laughed with delight at his young son's attempts to morph his appearance. His jubilation ceased the moment the boy's mother waltzed in and joined them. What are you two doing? She smiled with fluidity. Oh, nothing, dear. A little trick. That's all. Nothing? Jeepers, Dad, you did the best magic ever! Well, perhaps your father should perform for me. Don't you agree? She eyed her husband with suspicion before she gazed down at her child. She ruffled the airy plume of hair on his son's head, puckered and kissed his forehead. I don't believe your mother cares much for any of this. Oh, Mom, the trick is swell. Show her, Dad. He teetered on the edge of a clear, acrylic-like seat. All right, something small. Say, like this. The man let out a slow exhale. One by one, fingers popped out until an entire flesh-colored hand manifested before them. Absolutely not. The mother jumped up, gripped her slender, ethereal hips, and said, I won't tolerate this behavior. But, Mom, it's not allowed. End of discussion. She glared at her husband. Oh, don't make a big deal out of nothing. We were having fun. Besides, what could happen? He wiggled the encapsulated shape off. The boy stared, eager for his mother's reply. He imagined what image she would display if she dared take one. You're well aware of what can happen. She turned away from him and straight towards her child. Is that what you want? To frighten me? No, Mom, but... No, but... Some things one cannot undo. Her wisp of a finger wagged at him. Do you understand me? Of course he does. The man smirked until he spotted his son somewhat hidden behind her. He shook his head in a plea not to practice now and waved for him to leave. The boy squeezed with all of his might. Small squares of matter materialized in the space one would consider a face. Stop that! She swished the air, groping for him, but only his essence remained. Relax. He's gone outside to play, most likely with the new kid next door. Promise me you won't teach him to do this. He pixelated. With a few more tries, a solid form might manifest. Honestly, I don't understand what you were thinking. Now, you're getting carried away. He retook his normal light shape. Several boys have disappeared this week alone. I forbid this. Don't be silly. They haven't vanished. He moved toward the boundary of their dwelling and peered at the expanse designated as their lawn. He's standing out front, and that new neighbor kid is headed over to him. He's fine. Away from his mother's view, the boy struggled to replicate his father's trick. Hey, the new kid said as he approached. What are you doing? Oh, getting out of earshot of my parents. Were they arguing? I swear your mom's shriek looms from miles from your house. They call it a disagreement of opinions. Yeah, so what were they fighting about? He stared at his new friend while he debated how much he should share. He glanced both ways. Don't tell anyone, but my dad showed me how to make a corporeal form. No way. Yes way. Well, not an entire one, but he did a hand and a whole head. And he taught you how? Kind of. He told me to control my energy. If I slow down enough, I will take a different shape. He grimaced as he tried to create a face or even just a nose, but nothing happened. Aw, I can't. But you can, the neighborhood kid said. You made a couple opaque blocks of color wiggling, only for a second, but you did. Wait, for real? Yeah, cross my heart. Have you ever done this before? Nah, the new boy said. Behind his own back, fingers developed in a row like he was counting to 10. I heard if you made an entire body, you'd go down there, automatically. Why would I want to do that? Are you kidding? Ice cream, sunshine, flowers, everything. Ice cream? Man, you don't know what ice cream is? He studied the boy. How about I pop down and nab some? I thought you said you couldn't. He shrugged. How hard can it be? He spun into a luminous swirl of tornadic energy. He stopped with a bulbous face shoved out. Yikes! Hey, you scared me! The kid pitched forward and grew lopsided like a stress ball head with its eyes popped out. Knock it off! The head retracted into an acceptable size and tolerable construct. I'm grabbing a triple scooped cone of double Dutch chocolate. If you're quick, when I'm back, you can steal a lick before it dissipates. Aren't you afraid of getting stuck, holding that shape for so long? Who told you that? Your mom? He nodded, yes. She just doesn't want you to enjoy yourself. I bet she hates when you have fun, am I right? The boy reckoned he was correct. His eyes grew wide once again, like earlier when his dad did the trick. Okay, do it. The kid smiled with his novel-fashioned mouth and evaporated without another word. He reappeared 5 seconds later. Now! He yelled. The boy flitted around in a desperate search of the vicinity. Did I miss it? Yeah, it was right here, all cold and creamy and chocolatey. He shook off his form. I guess you need a body for the full effect. Oh well, I gotta go. My mom said dinner was in 10, and I've been out here with you longer than that. See ya. The neighbor mocked the boy's gullibility as he donned a huge grin and strolled away. Determined to harvest a bite for himself, he concentrated until his vibrations slowed down, thick as mud. He opened his eyes and gazed at the dots of energy fluttering in and out around him. He had done it. He stood, all flesh and bone. His spirit, now encased in this hardened human form, stirred with the sense of being captive, imprisoned. His appendages hung like lead tubes, and the gravity too strong to overcome. He fought to lift each leg as he moved forward on the busy sidewalk in the noisy town. A cacophony of sensations overwhelmed and assaulted him. Harsh noises, artificial light, bright colors, aching skin. Panic quickened his breath. He was excited in an uncomfortable, anxious way, and he found it impossible to dissolve this solid shape. Mom? His own croaky words scared him, and tears welled. Dad? A flood of emptiness washed over the woman. Something happened to our son. Calm down. I can't. A mother just knows these things. He's gone. The man ran to the window-like opening. He's not there. What do you mean? She paced with frantic movements. I told you. I knew this would happen. He did your trick, and now he's trapped there. If he created a physical body, which is a monumental if. He can fix his energy. All he has to do is accelerate the frequency high enough that the earthly body can't exist. And poof, he's back here with us. Did you teach him that part? She sneered, and her husband's aura dimmed. I didn't think so. He can figure it out. He's a smart boy. Intelligence has nothing to do with it. The place is decadent. All those sensory inputs bombarding a flesh-covered nervous system. The earth plane is outrageous. The mind assigns meaning to everything, and each person is sucked in. He's coming back. Everyone does. Eventually. The boy, in his alien form, stood alone in the unfamiliar world. He should have listened to his mother. She warned him he'd get stuck that way. This has been Stuck That Way, written by Julie Kusma and narrated by Alex Kusma. Recorded by Joel Jackson. Copyright 2020. For more stories by this author, visit coffeehousewriters.com/author/Julie-Kusma.